Yeah, I think the best thing is that we have a lot of games coming up, so we have to move on fast. Just kind of things we learned from this game. Again, little mistakes that kind of put us into a hole, and then we're fighting against the current the whole game. So just things that we have to learn from. But the good thing is we have games coming up to keep the horse going and revert the situation.
What kind of things do you think you learned from the result?
Yeah, I think just the way we started, I think maybe it was a little bit sluggish in my opinion, a little bit slow of a start. Yeah, maybe if Jordan scores that goal, maybe it kind of wakes us up, but we shouldn't wait for something like that to happen to wake everyone else up or a goal against us. I think it wasn't just Lou who kind of the energy from the whole team. That start was a little bit sluggish in my opinion, so I think that's something we can get better on.
What is it that can be done so the team doesn't look so disjointed to get started? And it seems like you guys have had better second halves this season than that first half.
Yeah, I think this precise game, it might not be a theme throughout all the games, but I think we missed a lot of passes. I think we would win the ball back and we would give it right back to them, or our first pass was back, it wasn't forward like we tried to do, and so we were playing into pressure again, and then we caught defending again, and I think maybe our pressing was a little bit off again in the first half, and they would break us pretty easily, and then you have to recover and get tired, and so then when you win the ball back, you're a little bit slower. So I think we need to get those details right, so we build into the game the right way. Something we always say is connect your first pass to build confidence. So.
Obed, if they take you away your first pass, and teams are going to do that, so is there a lack of another option then, especially option passing forward, because that's what you guys like to do?
It could be. We always, Schmetz always says when you're defending, always look forward. Even though you're defending the guy here, make sure you know where your teammates are, so your first pass is forward. There's that one clip where Georgie won the ball. I think midfield, he plays Albert first time. Albert flips it over, and that's something we need to do a little bit more often. And sometimes the option might be there, but then it's just down to technical ability and getting the pass right to the right foot, the right pace. So.
Do you need somebody? Okay, so the forward pass isn't there. Do you need that square pass or the back pass then?
It's just individual ability,
Yeah,
you have to. You're a soccer player. You're an athlete. You just have to try and wiggle out of things sometimes. Draw a foul or something. It's just try and keep the ball at all costs.
Yeah.
And how sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, just one more. Just looked like there was. Let me if I'm wrong. It looked like there was a lack of runners in the box on multiple possessions in the game, right? Either whether it was the offside runner or you just had one or two runners in the box.
We saw some videos today, some clips, and I think Georgie got in some good spots, and maybe the final piece wasn't there, but I thought we had decent amount of runners in the box when we looked at it today. Maybe throughout the whole game we didn't have enough runners from the second line that would stretch the back line, and it was just Jordan that would make that run, and so we were maybe caught a little bit playing in front of them the whole time so they could just step and be really aggressive. Maybe that's something we need to work on as well.
And
we
maybe
try to look at things from a positive standpoint. From the result, the lack of results last weekend to, hey, you have another game coming up, you have an opportunity to cleanse this. Do you think with the match congestion that there isn't an opportunity to actually work on fixing some of those issues that are existing, or do you think that's just the way soccer's going to play out here in this stretch?
That's just the way it is. Maybe you're right. Today, guys that started played, maybe it's a little bit lighter. We can't do as much on the field because we have a quick turnaround. But we have to do as much as we can in the video room, in the film room, looking at videos. We don't necessarily need to do it on the field, but if we look at it, we identify the moments. When you're on the field, you should be smart enough to identify those moments and apply what you've learned in the film room to the actual game.
And Obed, how quick do you guys get on the plane and take us into the trip back? Do you guys have then an opportunity to sit as a group and look at some of the film, or do you try to just kind of cleanse that out from that moment?
I think everyone's different. Some guys might, some guys might not want to. Sometimes me and Paul, some other guys will watch the game on the plane on the way back home. Some guys are a little bit different. They're a little bit heated after the game, so maybe they don't want to look at it right in that moment. So we try to do what's best for everyone.
do you get an all 20? Like the NFL, they give you an all 22, like a different. What the game clip you
It's
get?
a version of video. You get all
It-
the angles.
No, it gets you from
we
the
only-
end zone. It's the end zone
We
and
only
then
get
the
like the
front.
tactical feed. We only
That-
get one angle.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
just like a above angle where you can see kind of.
But you can see all the 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a,
Yeah, yeah.
it's the same thing. Yeah.
You get
Yep.
Cruz Azul here